St. Kitts and Nevis listens to
Win FM 98.9.
Win FM 98.9.
2 minutes after 8 o'clock. Good morning to you. And in the interest of promoting that SKN music, I kind of started the stream, K, with one of the finalists for this year's Soca Monarch. That was 5-Star Pino and Jervin V, Soca Zombie. So
who's Jervin V?
Jervin Vanterpool.
Okay.
Know him?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay.
No.
Morning. What's up?
I'm good. What about you? How are you doing today?
I'm good. Just having some green tea with lemon.
Oh no, I had some bush tea this morning.
Bush tea.
And then I tried to have pumpkin spice hot chocolate, but that was too sweet. So then I realized, okay, the rest of the entire box, I have to get it out of my house. So I'm gonna give it away. Yeah, it's too sweet.
The cocoa, you said? I thought you said it was
hot
coffee.
chocolate. No. I have the coffee. Yeah.
Pumpkin spice.
But no, as I tell you,
cocoa.
I can't have the coffee yet because
Okay.
I don't have the coffee maker.
Oh, the coffee
because
maker.
it's the actual grounds. It's not the
Okay.
It's not the instant one that I would have liked. Excuse me.
What do you think about pour over? You would like a pour over?
What's that?
Pour over is where you put the coffee in this thing and
The strainer?
you add the water and then you pour it off. No, you prefer a machine?
No, I do that, but then I don't know.
Oh, is
Maybe
that the
the
same,
flavor
right? Yeah, is that
it
probably not
isn't
the same?
Yeah.
Some people prefer that, you know.
No.
Yeah.
I'll try to pour over again and see how it works.
I remember when I was a kid, right?
Because sometimes you still get grains.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I remember when I was a kid and I used to read westerns, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, these rugged cowboys, they would always wake up in the morning and, they'd have all their fixings in the saddle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they'd put on the little pot and they boil their coffee.
Mm-hmm.
It was so funny. And they don't drink coffee with sugar. They just drink the coffee black. Yeah.
Those guys are renegades.
Yeah. So.
I swear. Good morning to the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. Good morning to the regional and international diaspora. Don't want to forget you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing on this beautiful Tuesday morning? Jamsta, you know what we forgot yesterday?
What?
Yesterday started the 16th day of activism regarding violence against women. And I think it came about because a president in the Dominican Republic had killed 2 sisters who were women and were activists. So yesterday
a president, a former president.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm coming. I'm trying to find my paper here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the theme is every 10 minutes a woman is killed. # no excuse. Unite to end violence against women. And this day has been instituted by the UN since 1981. Yeah.
Okay.
Had I remember, I would have put on my white ribbon yesterday. I tried to keep up with the international days, but then life happens. I'm going to find the actual thing so I can read it for you. So I can give you his name.
Wow.
Okay, it says women's rights activists have been observed have been observed on the 25th November as a day against gender-based violence since 1981. This date was selected to honor the Mirabal sisters, 3 political activists from the Dominican Republic, who was brutally murdered in 1960 by order of the country's ruler, Rafael Trujillo.
Oh, okay, that makes sense now.
1930.
Now I know who it is. Okay, I get it.
Okay. Yeah, so it runs until December the 10th. So from the 25th of November to December the 10th, they observe 16 days of activism.
Wow.
So say no to violence against women.
And there was a story on the news this morning about, I think it was Bahamas.
What happened over there?
Someone raped and killed a 72-year-old woman.
How wicked can a human being be?
Apparently, they citizenry was in an uproar because they're like, well, what do we have the death penalty for if you're not going to use it? If that's not a case for the death penalty, what is?
Mm-hmm.
So people have been activists have been pushing.
So do they have an actual suspect?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, she's cute. She is cute.
Who?
The lady. You
Really?
know I'm gonna go
let
instantly
me
and
see.
Google that.
Okay. It's on loop.
No. Bahamas News.
Wow. She's 72.
No.
Wow.
Some of us look excellent at 72. It's the family of a 72-year-old. Vernincha Butler is reeling in grief after she was reportedly raped and killed by an intruder early Saturday morning. Wicked people.
Wow.
Wicked
Yeah.
people. Minding her own business. She's a pretty lady. May her soul rest in peace. Condolences to her family. And condolences to the entire island of Bermuda. Because you lose one, you have to, the fear begins for all. And there's us speaking about violence against women.
Yeah.
You're right. Every 10 minutes a woman is killed. When I heard 10 minutes, I'd be like, but that's like quick and that's soon. Where does that happen?
It's like an average.
Happen,
It's an average. It's like, okay, let's say you have this week and one person gets killed today and one gets killed tomorrow and 5 get killed on Wednesday. Well, tomorrow is Wednesday. Well, yeah, you get the point.
I get that.
And then 6 get killed one day and 1 gets killed and 2 gets killed on Saturday and 4 get killed on. You take an average of that, and that's what they do. It's not literal. It's like.
But then I was thinking it doesn't. But the literal part, it doesn't have to be in one country. It could be all around the world. It's just happening.
Yeah, they still take an average and yeah.
Okay.
You could say in a sense averages are misleading. in a kind, I mean, you could say that because it's like what you said, that like a woman is
Yeah.
has
Unalived.
violence done to her every
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
It seems kind of
Things women go through.
yeah.
Not saying men don't go through it too, but because the men might say this is our month, you guys are just stealing.
You don't even need to
spotlight.
apologize because the violence against women far outweighs the violence against men. So
that's serious.
I got you. Don't.
Yeah, very very serious.
Nah.
Oh boy. Well,
And just reminding folks, Sugar Fix, which is the Sugar Mass kind of PR segment here on the show, is going to happen every Tuesday from 9 until 9:30. And Monarch, the director himself, is going to be joining us this morning. So
that's good.
yeah.
Oh, the doc's not coming today, right?
Oh, she's not coming.
No.
Okay.
She
I
got
haven't
in
checked my email yet.
a little accident. So
Oh.
gotta pray for her.
I hope she's
Make sure
okay.
she's
No,
good.
Nothing serious.
So, folks, we'll have no weekly dose today, but you have Jamsta and myself. Jamsta, I have an interesting headline here. Buying U.S. dollars from visiting family may violate TNT exchange control laws. How?
Well, I guess they have to resort to.
But if you're not going to sell me what I want, why shouldn't I? Why am I not allowed to accumulate my U.S. by any means?
I don't understand why they're having.
I think
I'm
in
gonna have to
Barbados
ask-
too,
ask CJ
you can only
or-
buy a certain amount of U.S.
Yeah, but
That
why?
when you go with your U.S., people want to buy it from you. Yeah.
I wonder why. I have to ask CJ and Terrence why that's a thing, because I don't know if it's not a thing here because our population is smaller.
Yeah, but
But
what are we doing?
I don't understand why. What's this Forex crunch about?
Yeah, it says.
That because there's been going on about this for months.
Yeah, I knew in 2022 when I went to Barbados, my friend offered to buy the US I had offered me because I needed to purchase some things in Barbados. So I did. I obliged. And then I was told that the banks are just restricting you like one person to, you can only buy up to 400 US. And I'm like, what? If I have my money and I can tell you where my money is coming from, why can I not have more than 400 US dollars? That doesn't make much sense. But it
probably makes a big difference that our exchange rate is so good that we don't really have to worry about that.
Yeah, but
you know,
Yeah.
because
I'm gonna read some of
thing
the
is what,
article.
6.5 to 1 or something like that.
Trinidad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
6 to 1 on most
6 to
days.
1.
Yeah. If you buy U.S. currency from a relative visiting TNT, you may be in breach of the Exchange and Control Act. This is because there must be authorization from the central bank to do so. What? So high? The issue was raised during Friday's Joint Select Committee on Finance and Legal Affairs, which discussed an inquiry into the performance of the Financial Intelligence Unit of TNT, the FIU, in relation to improving anti-money laundering and combating the financing of terrorism, ALM and CFT compliance. During the discussions, JSC member Lawrence Hislop asks, and quote, if I am a regular citizen and a family member comes from the U.S. or from Canada and they have foreign currency, are you saying to the public they are breaching the Exchange and Control Act by purchasing that foreign currency from that family member? End quote. In response, the FIU director Nigel Stoddard said the legislation was clear with regards to a person who does not have an authorized license from the central bank for purchasing and selling foreign exchange. It goes on to say, knowing our culture, that aspect of it, if someone is returning as the example you give in the case of a family member, generally that person is not, in my view, in the business of buying or selling foreign exchange. However, once someone in that capacity goes to the financial institution, as in the example you would have given, the banks have their customer due diligence requirements that they would perform, and include in that would be the source of funds, and an honest person would indicate where they would get their funds from. Again, it comes back to legislation, and the view is that they determine if it is considered suspicious and can file a report with the FIU, Stoddard said.
I wonder if it has something to do with like, let's say, the difference in exchange rate. Like our exchange rate is a lot smaller, so maybe it puts more strain on their economy when you have to basically put.
But if I'm getting my money
all that
from my family members for the actual exchange that it is, I'm giving them the 6 to 1. Let's say it's 6 to 1 still, right?
Yeah.
I'm giving them the 6 to 1. How is that harming somebody? If I'm planning a vacation, why is that harming somebody?
So I wonder if they're dipping into their foreign exchange reserves and maybe they're below. Maybe
so they need people to like bring the foreign exchange to them.
Yeah, and they have to be a little more judicious about how they use it.
Yeah, but
so that means
remember their money, like that of Guyana, isn't worth plenty. So for the average person, when you could get a little 20,
6 to 1 is pretty good. Don't you think?
I mean, you can't take out those monies anywhere and get any good exchange for it.
Which is weird considering how stable it is, right? And how long it's been stable. Yeah.
That's what I meant with that part.
Yeah.
Because in Guyana, 1 US is 200.
What?
Guyanese
I
dollar.
thought it was 100 and something.
200.
Oh
it's
my
probably
God.
It's probably a little more now, but I'm not quite sure. I can Google it and see, but
Wow.
let Dr. Google says. See what Dr. Google says.
You realize those oil companies are making a killing from that oil, huh?
Yeah, man.
With that exchange rate. Wow.
Yeah, man. Yep.
Saying special good morning to Cleo. Cleo, good morning. What's up?
Morning, Cleo. Morning, Jam Down. Good morning, Culture. Good morning, Miss Henry. I hope you're doing well. Hi, Gwyneth. Hi, Dave Livingstone. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, Colin. Hi, Gavin.
I saw a story last night. It's just a crazy story. A Brazilian woman, a porn star, right? She ends up in the hospital because she was engaged in a sex act with multiple men, and she ended up having to go to the hospital because of she was having some intestinal issues. I'm not going to get into what the sex act was. You know what the crazy part is? You will not believe what the crazy part is. Her son, she's 37 years old.
Oh, wow.
Her son is the one who films. She has an OnlyFans. Yes. Yes. Her son is the one who films her and directs her having sex with multiple men.
is mad.
And I was like, what? And I think he's like 18 or 19 or something.
Oh, wow.
This
So
is
this is their business.
this is bonkers to me. I mean, not even the fact. I mean, apparently she's fine and everything in hospital, but I was like, what?
That's madness.
I know.
Sheer madness. So, $1 is the exchange rate in Ghana is $208.55.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna
Wow.
check the exchange of the TNT dollars. See if it went up. Oh boy. But I still don't understand this. Ooh. Wow. Exchange
Where
rate
is my music? Let me see. Okay.
of one. So what else you have on your plate?
Well, I saw some stuff last night. No, I was looking at some stories last night, and I was trying to commit them to memory because sometimes it's too much trouble to
Pull up, right?
you know,
Yep.
or like it's too much trouble to send them because sometimes Apple makes it so difficult to send stuff to other platforms, and sometimes like I really can't be bothered with this.
$6.74
In
TT.
okay. Wow, $6.74. That's not so bad. And Jamaica is what?
Why are you in my mind? I was just about to test that because those are the lowest ones in the Caribbean, I would think.
No, Trinidad. Oh, you mean Jamaica and Guyana?
159. Jamaica still doing good. 159.
I remember.
6 cents.
I remember it was 170 something or something like that.
Well, Jamaica doing things. Something's happening. Maybe that Blue Mountain coffee is working for them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I gotta say, I was gonna say something. Let me not say it.
Not okay. If it's gonna incriminate you, I would encourage you to say.
I won't say it, but I just find that sometimes you hear about the stories about what happens to would-be criminals, like pickpockets and thieves on the beaches, and they just get shot and stuff like that. And that's not nice. That's not good. That sounds to me like you're elevating. Sounds to me like you're elevating money above people, whether they be criminal or not. You know. Because I read a story a few months ago about 3 months ago about a Jamaican who went home to visit, and he was on the beach, right? And some guy like ran by and snatched up somebody's bag off the beach, and was running away with the bag. And there was a security guard on the beach with a long gun.
Wow.
And this security guard just shot the guy
That
and
was
killed him.
running away with the bag?
Just shot him in the head and killed him. Just like that. And the guy said he's Jamaican. He decided he's not ever going back to Jamaica when he saw that.
I think I saw that story.
Yeah. So I thought that was,
Yeah, that must be terrifying.
I mean,
be there
if
witnessing
that
such a thing.
sounds like money before people to me. That kind of culture.
So you would say shoot him in the foot.
Well, yeah.
At least he could survive
yeah.
and maybe spend some time in the car cell.
Hi, caller.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning. What's up?
Good morning, Miss Henry. How are you doing?
Well, you're giving God thanks,
All right. Good to hear you.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the breeze.
Oh, nice.
Good morning, Jamsta, and I'm JB, wherever he is. Now, I lived in Jamaica for 2 years. When I went to Jamaica in '82, it was $3 for $1 US.
Really?
Say 159.
It was $3.
Yeah, it's
really?
$159 now,
Yeah, it was
according to
$3
Dr.
a
Google.
one.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it
I
just
went back in
go up over there.
86. It had gone to 6 to 1. Now, when I hear all of these things, see, the problem is they're trying to get foreign exchange. So when you depreciate the currency so much, it is cheaper for people to buy Jamaican goods.
Who people? You mean the persons from
Jamaica
overseas?
exports.
Okay. We are on the same page then. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Tourism is an export of service, eh? But some people who don't know.
Yeah.
It's an export. But the cost of living or the cost of imports into Jamaica is very high.
Like all of us.
I don't understand why Guyana keeping theirs high.
Why Guyana keeping theirs high?
There's a 202. That's less than one. That's less than one easy century.
Yeah, 200. Well, it's 208. I see. Today.
Appreciate the money, but they're allowing it to depreciate. So, who buying the oil, getting it cheap, nearly free,
That's what Jamsa was just saying.
and the Guyanese who have to import anything it's beyond their reach. So even when they give him $1,000 US, it is still very hard for Guyanese with all of that money coming in to live properly. So they're not doing the Guyanese people a favor or anything to their benefit. I know they used to have a lot of problems, but I am sure that their foreign reserves have improved significantly. Do you know that? Do you know if?
No, I'm not. That I'll have to find out.
We look at.
Well, I mean,
when countries' foreign exchange is depleted, they depreciate the currency. Those are economic measures, or monetary measures you use.
So that's why Trinidad wants the money to come through them. So
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's what Jamsa had said earlier. Because I couldn't fathom why.
That's the only thing that makes sense.
You want to get tourism. The only, like in the OECS, what is saving us is that while in some countries the money should have depreciated, all of the foreign exchange for all of the OECS countries goes into the central bank, so there's a pool. Whether they get grants, whether they get loans, the money goes to the central bank, who then give them the money in easy currency. Because according to the rule, it's supposed to be 60%, and they have it almost 100%. You see, so that they're flush.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But let me ask you a question. Could it be, so it means then that the Trinidad, because if based on what you're saying, so that means that the Trinidad Central Bank, I'm assuming central banks have a wide, maybe a good degree of autonomy where they're probably borderline, maybe even below that mark, and that's why they're doing this?
Remember when the petroleum company or whatever begin to go under, they lost endless amount of foreign currency. So they had to begin to cut, to depreciate, is the correct word, to depreciate the currency, to attract other inflows.
But do you see it? But do you think it's bad though that you can buy it from your family and you don't really need to go to the bank? Do you do you see that as a crime?
Right now in Guyana, all foreign exchange are to be exchanged at the banks. Do you know that?
It ought to, but it doesn't.
Yeah, but it's considered illegal.
I don't think it
So I
is.
recall.
Because I know up to recently in 2020, you can change money on the road. The guys are out on the road with their slabs of thousands of dollars, and you can walk up to them and get your foreign currency change, and you get it to me as, and the police isn't doing.
They got some licensing with this called in Cambio.
But that's the cambio. But then I don't know if the gentlemen that are on the road with their thousands in various locations, I don't know if they have license. I never asked that question. Never thought to ask. I just know sometimes you get a better rate from them, and it helps to know.
That is the black market.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't see the police moving them from where they are.
79, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you're going, you're supposed to declare. When I was coming out, I went to try and get some of my money changed back into US, because they don't have EC. I was asked to account where's the money. They said the donor or whoever provided my ticket expected me to spend everything in Guyana. I was told at the Bank of Guyana, in Jamaica, you have if you live in and you want to ask for foreign exchange, you have to give an account of what you brought in and what you did with it. And in Jamaica, no, for sure, the hotels used to keep the money, keep the foreign exchange.
Yeah.
And they said, look, all hotels and things that engage in foreign exchange business must deposit the thing in the central bank or in the bank. So no longer can they just come and bring Jamaica dollars. They have to, because they were having some serious problem with foreign exchange. Because if you don't have enough foreign exchange, you can't trade. You have some debts that have to be paid in foreign exchange, you know. So, but Guyana, I thought by now Guyana will start to bring down, you know. But maybe they're waiting until they get a certain amount.
No. You mean?
Because one Guyana dollar is $200 and something. Convert that to
No, one US.
I mean, one US.
Yeah.
One US. Then convert that into EC.
70 EC. It's 70 Guyana dollars for one EC.
Imagine that, eh?
Yeah.
So we got to do better business, you know. We need to manage our economies better. Manage our inflows. You always have put aside some. And where possible, see if you could do the import substitution. So, if you buy the goods in Guyana, made in Guyana, it's cheaper than having to bring them in. You follow?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's enough of the money. That's the monetary economics of study. No.
Yeah.
Yesterday, right on in the morning, there was International Day of Domestic Violence Against Women. Did you all know that?
We spoke about that earlier.
Yeah, but wouldn't come up at all.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
I thought it was 10 days. I had
No,
16
it's 16.
days.
It ends on December 10th. Maybe that's where you're getting the 10 from.
Yeah, because I am there counting as 26 to 10. I can't get 16. You know, anyway. So is anybody coming to talk about it? It used to be active, you know, when Ingrid Charles Gomes was there. So. And this young lady, she has a group, Quiet No More, you know that one?
No.
Talking about domestic violence. And we need to engage people who have gone through it, who go into it, because a lot of people go through it. From the White House to the doghouse, you know, and something needs to be done. It's more than just women being killed, you know.
Yeah.
It's even in the violence, women are being killed.
Yep.
So we need to begin to train our people, go to the primary schools, because you now have boys beating upon girls. Some girls beating the boys too, eh?
Yeah.
Be fair. But when it becomes the norm at such an early age, there's no stopping when they get into relationships.
But you know, everything begins at home, right? And
some don't begin home, you know.
I know majority, right? Because the average young child that sees her mom taking licks at home is going to think when she gets older, this is okay. This means he loves me. And then the young gentleman that's in the house that sees dad.
It might make her more aggressive, you know. It doesn't always make her more aggressive. She might overreact too.
That too, but some of them think it's okay to be beaten. And then the young guy in the house, he sees it, and then he starts with the girls from school. And then eventually when he gets older, we just have to pray that these things don't...
our society accept it.
Oh,
you know, you're my good friend. Women is this and women is that. So some of the old belief system linger on. Women are to be subjugated, and who don't subjugate themselves, we get blows, be put put into their place.
But they don't have to take it though, Miss Henry. They could leave. But I'm
Living
so-
is easy, no, darling, especially if you got children and you're not working and you can't support them.
and this is why we need more social programs that can help the young ladies to get
No,
on their
we
feet.
need more education. We need more self-awareness because a lot of programs are done. But sometimes women find themselves in some uncomfortable position.
But as you
Or
said,
they're
they can't
being
leave.
so dominated.
But
that
if we have some place to put them, that they have the choice to leave unless
some
they
of them
refuse
want to
to.
go somewhere.
Oh gosh, you're correct. You're correct. You're
We
correct.
need help. We need help.
So you said it begins with the education, but what if the education doesn't work? Because some of us have education and we don't use it, right? Or we just
So I'm
don't
telling
heed the
you,
warning.
Because sometimes when you hear who beating up on women, you can't believe.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we have the idea it only happened at the bottom. It happened at the top.
Yeah, it does. It's just that
All
some
right then.
persons are quieter than some, and some stories have to keep on the wraps because of their affluence or what this appear to be in
In that
society.
case, women are condoning it.
No.
All
That's
right then.
All right. Thank you for your contribution. You have a good one. All right. Yeah, we really have to work on the violence against both women and men. There's a mural on the wall right there on the Frigate Bay Road that just in the Newtown area, adjacent from the fire station, and it shows both. It depicts, I should say, both man and woman being abused. And I know it's not a good place to be in. It's not good for any of us to be beating up or abusing on anyone. And for those that are going through it, I pray that you find the strength to leave.
We have another here we
Caller?
go.
Okay,
Yeah.
caller, good morning.
Caller,
You're
go
live
right
on
ahead.
LNT.
Yeah, good morning, Island T.
Good morning,
Morning,
Jamda.
Kortensia
How are
and
you?
Jamsta.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Jamsta.
Mm-hmm.
Something bothering me. I just come from down the port. And 2 months I've been watching. You know where the bathroom them be in the mall, in the Pelican Mall?
Mm-hmm.
Sewage water. Why you gonna take, if the minister is around, why you gonna take a senior officer to a role from the inception of Sinking Navy's tourism to get a plumber, call in a plumber and deal in the toilet, wherever the water coming from, try and stop it till when they're ready for doing it. Look at the vagabondness. Look at the vagabondness. I mean, like, them things here don't bother me. These people shine, they don't care. The mall soon full of people. The people them soon finish dinner and come off the boat and down there sewage water. Eh? Coming to the mall where the people them going to be coming to. Eh? It's not terrible, anybody in me. Me could stop talking, thinkers. I'm glad to hell I'm on here. And I will speak. Have a good morning, Kortensia and Jamsta.
Okay.
Thank you, Jamdong. So where is the water is coming from? From the bathroom?
Yeah, it's kind of
Because the
unclear.
bathroom is boarded up. The regular ones that we're accustomed to, that's
Mhm.
boarded up. And then you have the temporary ones on the outside. So Jamdong, where exactly is the water coming from? And is it running at this moment? Because I've walked
Yeah.
through there a couple of times.
And he
I've
says
not had the
sewage, so that
experience
gives the
yet.
wrong impression. You can't just toss around the word sewage like that
So what
without
kind
you know.
Maybe the
um,
toilets are blocked.
Okay, if you want to say it's water coming from the toilets, it could be fresh water coming from the toilets. But you can't say sewage. I mean, because I'm sure other people would have called already and said, hey, there's fecal matter or whatever
Heading out
on
there.
the
Ooh, yuck.
on the concrete or whatever. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. My
Yeah,
skin
I know,
just
I know, I know.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Okay, I think we drew a break. Let's take a
Okay,
quick
we
break.
can
Don't
take
forget we have Monarch coming up at
No.
9 o'clock. The director of Carnival, the Sugar Fix, the Sugar Mass PR joint. That's coming up at 9 o'clock. Pity my girl's not gonna be with me. Yeah.
I know. Sorry, I gotta leave. I gotta go. Oh, Miss Henry, before we go, Jamsa, it's $77.28 to
That's
one
where?
EC Guyanese dollars. So that means it's going up. Shucks.
Wow,
Me.
$77.
From 70.
Wow,
Oh boy.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
What gift gives you joy?
An investment in land. That's joy to my future.
Finance your land with CIBC Caribbean and we'll gift you up to US $500 towards valuation fees, no loan application fee, and up to 15 years to repay. Plus, we'll also give you the chance to win one of 3 cash prizes in your country from our regional pot of over US $100,000. Visit CIBCFCIB.com/joy of giving for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
It's a very merry triple cashback grab and win at Horchford's Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture Home Store. Thousands of dollars in cashback coupons are up for grabs this triple cashback season. That's right. Every higher purchase customer gets triple cashback on every FlexPay purchase and a chance to grab thousands of dollars in free groceries with our triple cashback grab and win promotion. Imagine this. Free groceries for a whole year or a stylish 4-piece living room set.
And that's not all.
Every higher purchase customer gets their shot at winning big. Yes, thousands of dollars in cashback coupons for free groceries are up for grabs. It's all happening now at Horchford's Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture Home Stores triple cashback grab and win. Great deals, great prices, and amazing furniture and appliances. And Horchford's, where your holiday dreams come true. See store for details.
Carnival is me. Carnival is you. Carnival is me. We love the carnival. We love the carnival.
Hey, well, this is Jervin V, and he is the alternate for the groovy side of the Soca Monarch Finals. Love the Carnival. So he made it through with 5-Star Pino on Soca Zombie, that track at the top, and he's the alternate for the groovy side. So technically he's in both. Because if someone pulls up, he gets to perform. Because he loves Carnival. Okay, so I have a question for you. You said $77 is the exchange rate for
1 US.
1 US in Guyana.
No,
right?
1 EC. 1 EC.
I mean, sorry, 1 EC. So what can say $75 buy in Guyana? I'm trying to get a handle, trying to get some perspective on what prices are like. So like let's say what would cost $75 in Guyana, maybe, or thereabouts?
I'm not sure.
So can you buy anything for? Okay, I mean, how many things
get
can
a
we?
patty.
How many things
I'm
can
not
we buy for $1 here? Really? Let me see.
Not a lot.
Not a lot. right.
Candy. So I would say
Candy,
candy.
maybe.
Yeah.
So
Maybe a sweet.
$77 for a sweet? Really? That's insane.
But it's $1. Oh my God.
I know, but still, I mean, okay, so $77. Oh my God. So $5 is.
Can you believe a beer in Guyana costs $1,000?
Oh my God. $1,000 for beer.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's say that.
and let's face it,
I'm just saying,
$1,000 can
I'm
buy
just saying.
$1,000 can buy a lot here. Wouldn't you say?
1,000 what?
EC can buy a lot here.
We're not talking 1,000 EC. We're talking 1,000 Guyanese dollars, which is 5 US.
Okay.
Which is the
Okay.
same you would
Okay.
pay
So
$1,000.
but $13 can buy you
13 what? What?
EC.
Okay.
I can buy you
How many beers? 2?
maybe
3?
2 beers. 3 beers if you're lucky. Maybe 4.
Okay.
Some people sell beers for $2.75. So $2.75 times. Yeah, if you're lucky, you might could be able to get 4 beers, or 3 beers. No, 4 beers. Even at $3 a beer.
No, it may be cheaper than that. I'm just saying. It depends on the beer.
Okay, but
Yeah.
I was just trying to get some perspective on. This is what they call in
Imported
economics.
beer is Guyana. You pay Guyana $500. A cappuccino regular in Guyana. Guess how much
Yeah.
you pay for that?
A cappuccino.
Yeah.
Okay, so a cappuccino is probably gonna cost about here it might cost you $8 to $10. So
$877.
oh my God, wow.
It sounds like a lot, but it's nothing.
Yeah, but still.
It's nothing. Oh
But
my
still,
gosh.
you
It
see,
sounds like plenty.
Because what I'm trying to do, this is what there's this index that they use in economics called Miss Henry. We were talking about it last week. Purchasing power parity. It's where they use. You ever heard of the Big Mac index?
Big Mac? No.
Yeah, there's a related index called the Big Mac index where what they try to do is they try to work out. They figure McDonald's is pretty widespread planet-wise, right? So they kind of informally use it as an index to see to compare economies. Because they're saying, well, a Big Mac might cost this here, and if most people can buy a Big Mac in their respective economy, it gives an idea of maybe how strong the currency is and how well the economy is doing.
Okay.
Something like that. And purchasing power parity is kind of similar. Miss Henry can correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
She's the economics guru.
Yeah.
And CJ can correct me as well.
And what's
And
his
Terrence.
name? And Terrence. I was just about to include him. But one Guyanese, one Bajan equal to 104 Guyanese dollars and 46 cents.
Say that again?
One Bajan in Guyana is
Mm-hmm.
$104.46. Yeah. Well, the Bajan
Well,
dollar's
Bajan is
always
2 to
been
1.
higher. Yeah, the Bajan is 2 to 1 US.
And the Bahamas is like 1 to 1.
Bahamas?
Yeah.
Or Bermuda. Yeah, maybe the Bahamas
Yeah.
is 1 to 1.
Those three. The
'Cause
Caymans.
Bahamas use
the
what? US,
Caymans-
right?
No, the Bahamian dollar.
Bahamian
But it's
dollar?
like roughly parity. That Bermuda and Caymans is parity, I think. 1 to 1. So, it's interesting when you think about that, because you wonder, people who go to those places for tourism. Because I was asking this question to, was it Socrates I was asking this to? We were talking about, so I was saying, Socrates was making one point. I was saying, well, so I mean, we must have a pretty compelling tourism product if people are going to come here knowing that we might be a little more expensive than some
Than the
places.
others.
So now I'm wondering, places like Bahamas and so, wouldn't it be seen as expensive too? I mean, this is interesting, huh?
No, but
Because if it's
they like what they
parity,
like and it's close, so,
Right,
and everybody
that's
wants
true.
to go to the Bahamas from the US.
that's true.
Yeah.
But it's parity, so you're wondering, wouldn't it be even more expensive than St. Kitts maybe? But then maybe not. Maybe the closeness
Yeah.
kind of offsets
Makes
that
it cheaper,
because
'cause they won't have to
there's
pay
not
the-
as much transportation costs and so on. So
and
I don't
there's
know.
plenty transportation amongst there, so there's a lot of competition.
And it's close, really,
And
really
then
close.
Dollar for dollar, maybe it doesn't matter, because a lot of these places where you can get big exchanges for your currency, they're not particularly safe
Yeah.
for the average person to
Yeah.
go to. Not talking down any of them, because I'm from Guyana, but they're not safe. People won't recommend. I see the cruise industry in Trinidad. I would see 1 and 2 cruise ships, not as much as here in St. Kitts and the other Caribbean islands, and then the tourists are still warned. Be mindful.
Oh, they do get
Yeah.
some cruise. Okay.
Yeah, they do get cruise ships. Right in the capital, and in the capital sometimes I've seen things while walking on the streets of Trinidad. So, yeah,
What do you mean? You mean like
people
robbers?
getting robbed and stuff. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. One time I
And that's not even that common here.
no
As
you
bad
don't
as this
see that,
area,
yeah.
that's not
don't see
even that
that.
common.
Yeah.
It's funny. Like, a lot of times I'm walking, maybe going home or going somewhere, and I see tourists walking, going all sorts of places by themselves. I'm like, is either this person, I mean, I know sometimes they go overboard with how they brief them before they come off the ship, right? I'm not saying you shouldn't be
And
careful,
nowhere
but
here is really dangerous.
yeah. So, but
It-
then you see some people. I see people walking.
People walk through here, go
till-
straight
yeah,
down.
down there.
Yeah.
And nothing happens.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's always people. Sometimes they walk up Wellington Road,
yeah.
going to Park Range. A lot of the British ones, they always want to go and see the cricket field.
Yeah.
Wanna Park.
Wanna Park. I would
know,
like to have a conversation
so-
with them to find out the fascination.
Yeah.
Because almost all of them, I've heard somebody else said that too. You have to sell the tours to the British folks different than you sell it to the Americans.
Yeah.
The British folks are a tad bit more curious when it comes to history than the Americans.
And then they're into
Yeah.
cricket. The Americans don't care about Warner Park.
So
They're like, Warner who?
exactly. So the British
Warner
want to see where the
Brothers?
Warner
Did you say
Park
Warner
is.
Brothers?
Yeah.
No.
Oh
You
boy,
know what
no.
I mean?
Warner Park.
Warner Park, exactly. You know. So so I see them walking. I remember one time I saw a guy all the way up Wade's Garden. Seriously. And I remember at least once saying to someone, I know you like way off the beaten track. I said, I'm not trying to scare you, but you know, you sure you can find your way back? I tried not to say anything about crime. I said, you sure you can find your way back?
No way. Oh, we kind of quiet.
Yeah,
we don't really do anybody anything over here. But look in Jamaica too. Look, those people. Most of the people go to the touristy part. You always see videos with I call it the Jamaican gondolas. You know, the bamboo rafts they have on the water that everybody wants to go and get their skin scrub, and then they have the guys row them down the river. People go.
I saw a video last time with
jump
Chris Brown.
off the bridge.
Chris
he's
Brown
in
at the
Jamaica.
river, yeah.
Oh, when he went.
Yeah, taking
The scrub?
leaps off the rocks into the water.
Oh, you mean that waterfall thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so
And I remember when I started asking my wife, I said, they must not have water problems in Jamaica.
Maybe they don't.
They probably don't, because look at all that nice fresh
Don't
water.
they have plenty rivers too? Isn't Jamaica?
Yeah, that's what I mean. So,
Yeah.
this was a river. So I'm like,
Yeah.
they probably don't have water
And they have the
problems
swing
like
off
us.
the rivers and
you know?
all of that. Yeah.
I mean, it's right there in the name. The name means wooded and watered.
Okay.
No, so I guess
Yep.
caller, you can call back. Just reminding folks, those of you who were looking for weekly dose this morning. The doc couldn't make it this morning, and Doc, we hope you're okay. Let's go back to the phone lines. Don't forget, coming up at 9:00 we have the first episode of Sugar Fix with the director of Carnival, Monarch. He's going to be telling us all about Carnival as we build to the climax. Well, to the official start and so on. Not the climax.
Not the climax. The climax is not until 2025.
True.
Yeah.
Caller, go right ahead.
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning, me again.
All right.
She called to
Now
correct
we
me.
just have serious water problem in Jamaica, you know.
Guyana too, you know? Thinking that they're the land of many waters.
And you go down all of Dunn's River, you go up Blue Mountain, you see rivers. They got rivers running all over Jamaica.
They say
but
they
for some
have
reason I don't understand.
more than 100 rivers, yeah. All those
You
countries.
live on campus. Sometimes they got a truck in water.
So how is this possible?
Because there's a dam, the Mona.
Mm-hmm.
When you have so much dwellings and students and everything, in some months, every year without fail, no water. Now the power parity, the purchasing power parity, what it does, it takes away from, so you use the cost of the product to get here, which is CI, cost insurance rate.
Okay.
And you take away all the import duty, VAT, and all of those.
Okay.
So what you're saying, how much does it cost you to get this thing from the factory?
Yeah, I
Because
get.
remember, you know, some countries that have so many taxes and you
Yeah.
think it's.
Mm-hmm.
So when you strip away all of the markup and so for each country, then you make a proper comparison. That's where the parity comes from. You see?
Yeah, but is that that can't be helpful for a lot of at least for getting a good handle on what an economy is doing. I mean, because imagine.
It shows the level of taxation and everything, because the truth is, if some of the taxes were reduced, because if you go to just use the consumer price index, which includes the taxes on the goods and the markup on the goods, then if you use purchasing parity, you say, well, look, Well, compared to St. Kitts and Antigua, let's just use near islands.
Yeah.
A car, maybe a Ford car, the same model, same year, whatever. Without the markup on it, one might cost more than the other, one might cost less.
Mm-hmm.
So when we say, things are expensive here and something cheap there, unless you do purchase in power parity, you can't just really compare. You follow?
Mm-hmm.
You got to St. Vincent and so some of the goods much cheaper than St. Kitts,
Mm-hmm.
So you got to wonder, why are the things so expensive in St. Kitts? Because they mark up at the port before they come to the gate. Then they are allowed between 20 to 30% margin, and some get more. You follow?
Yeah.
So in order for you to compare the real inflation rate for countries, you just cannot use the consumer price index. So you're asked to convert your data to purchasing power parity. In St. Kitts, we did it. I remember we went to Jamaica, we did it. The IMF and World Bank asked for it. But some of the importers are unwilling to tell you how much they buy the things are. You bring in a car. How much did you really get it for? You follow?
Yeah, no wonder sometimes they can eat the 17% because they know that the markup is so good that they can give away the 17%.
Every time I hear about 30%, I say if you could give 30 now, you could have given it a long time.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
I mean, let's be real, yeah, for sure.
But I'm giving you 50%. I say if you could give 50% today, you could have been given 40. It's when the things them go so out of reach of the people, they have to cut the price. So the purchasing power parity is the more developed countries do it. I think Jamaica and Trinidad, maybe Barbados, some of those. Right? But we need to do ours. But
let me ask you about the Big Mac index. So the Big Mac index would probably have to include the taxes then. I know it's more.
Not really. If you're going to be comparing the Big Macs.
No, because if.
No, wait. Across the state. Remember, it might vary from state to state.
Well, from country to country, I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Well, it's the same thing you're going to have to use for you to compare.
No,
American one to ours.
but remember you said, no, the Big Mac index, they use it across the planet too. They use it as a kind of informal index to say, well, to kind of gauge the relative strength of an economy and people's purchasing power. Because they're saying, okay, McDonald's is pretty widespread, so for example, how much does a Big Mac cost in Thailand? How much does it cost in Bermuda? That kind of thing. But what I'm saying, my point is,
for them to do that, they would have to use the purchasing power parity on the Big Macs itself.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But then in this case, wouldn't so the Big Mac would be presented, if they're presenting the price, how do they separate the price from whatever taxes would go for the beef and all the other stuff? You see what I mean?
Remember, a lot of food stuff in seconds are zero to it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So all of that will come into play.
Oh, okay. I could see that. Okay.
All the ground beef could be from here to
True. I was thinking actually when I said that, when I asked the question, I said, oh, maybe the beef. Some of the beef is locally sourced, but
After politics.
Yeah.
They're the ground beef and so.
Okay.
So really, some countries are burdening them down with so much taxes that where they can't do the makeup. In saying it's unfair. The tax and then tax the tax.
So that really happens, this compounding of tax? I remember Dwyer always used to talk about how.
When you go to the port.
But that can't be right.
Look on your thing, your clearance.
And you never heard anyone address it, which to me.
Yes, it was a big issue. It was introduced under Dr. Douglas.
But it's never been addressed. You've never heard any.
It used to be added just as a tax, but now what they do, they add up all the taxes, and then put the VAT on top of the tax.
Oh, so they change it then.
Change the method of calculation.
Oh, so things might be a little cheaper now?
You pay more.
You pay more?
Yeah.
No, but
Remember, you have the import duty.
yeah.
Then you got the port duty. Then you got some other duty. You add up that, and then you tax 70% of that total.
So that's more than if you added VAT to all of them separately?
No, that is more than if you put VAT as just one of the tax and add it up.
No way. I'm confused.
Listen again.
Yeah.
The thing costs $100.
Mm-hmm.
The tax will be what, 17?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, 100 plus 17 plus the other duty.
Yeah,
That
but
would be less than if you add up all the other taxes
and then
charge you 17 on top of that total.
So which do they do now?
They do the latter one.
They add the VAT after
And
you
other
add.
vehicles is something like 82% after they charge you on a vehicle.
Wow.
So you're saying it would be cheaper if, let's say, the vehicle costs 12,000
Right,
US.
if they put the VAT in before they do it after the total.
Okay.
Miss Henry, I have a question.
This killing in Jamaica. Oh, you want go ahead?
What do you know? What is the meaning of the IEF on receipts?
IEF?
Yeah, someone is telling me here.
I don't remember which
IEF?
receipt.
Yeah, they have there. You see service charge, then you see VAT, and then you see IEF.
I can't. Dr. Warner could tell you.
Dr. Warner.
IEF.
Oh, okay,
Remember.
okay.
Yeah, he listens. You know, he listens.
Okay.
No, the shooting in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
It is a known fact. If you rob a tourist, you will be killed.
Oh.
You're not going to no jail. You're not going to get no lockup. I recall, and they're doing it in the public. If you think you're bad, and in Kingston, something they tried, was in our tourist chain. They just carry you around the back and shoot you.
Oh wow.
You hear?
Wow.
I have been in Half a Tree Mall, and you hear gunshots. All of the security guards in Jamaica are armed.
Wow.
They are armed.
Yeah.
On campus, the first day I reached, I was so frightened. I thought, by the bank, I thought they expect somebody to rob the bank. They said, it's a no. M16, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Henry, we gotta.
M16 standing up outside the bank door.
Okay, we gotta leave it there now. It's 1 minute to
All right,
9.
then.
Yeah,
You
we
want to
have.
come into that?
No, we have our first segment of Sugar Fix with the director of Carnival. It's coming up right now.
Okay, because it's in a sugar. Tell me to put down
The Sound 98.9.
SL Hudson and Company and the Caribou says to mark the date as Thursday, November 28th, you pay nothing at the gate when the legends Calypso 10 returns to the Melt Away in Buckley site. It was so nice, we're doing it twice. On stage, Lady Diva, Empress Lyrics, The Undertaker, The Ijo, The Invincible, Lady Correct, Westside, Lady Legacy, Lucius, Alamolu, Taz, Reiko, and more. Master of Ceremonies, The Cutter, live and direct at the Meltaway. See you there.
She wake it up from the graveyard.
At Dental Beginnings, where it all begins with your smile, we provide quality dental care, catering to the needs of the whole family, where gentleness is our specialty and attention to detail is paramount. We offer cleanings, fillings, crown and bridge, root canals, extractions, digital x-rays, and sealants. Dental Beginnings, located at Victoria Road, Bastyr, St. Kitts. Call us at 869-668-1955 or 869-465-1951. Email us at dentalbeginnings@gmail.com or visit our Facebook page. Dental Beginnings. It all begins with a smile.
Tell me why you bought up
9:01. It's time for your fix. The sugar fix, that is. Everything you need to know about Sugar Mash as we build to the start of Carnival 2024. We got the director of Carnival, my good friend. Haven't seen him in about half century. What's up?
Hey, good morning. I'm Jamsta, and good morning to all the listeners to Island Tea. And welcome to the first edition of Sugar Fix for 2024-2025 Carnival. So, as you say, we're all things Sugar Mass, starting from now. So we're ready to go. But it's good to be here. Good morning to all the listeners as well. Tuned in to Sugar Tea.
Yeah.
Sugar, Island Tea. I'm just mixing up the words now. It's Sugar
Sweet
Tea.
Sweet tea.
Sweet tea.
Yeah. So I managed to put him out from under the rock that he's been under. I haven't seen Monarch in ages. Well, I do hear on Saturday sometimes with Rascal. I think I watched like 2 weeks ago, and sometimes I listen. Sometimes I'm busy. Sometimes I have a gig. So you know how that goes. Yes. So what's on the agenda for today?
Well, as you know, Sugar Mass has started in earnest. We had the Sugar Mass Awards, the third annual, that is, and we had 40 deserving nationals of St. Kitts and Nevis who were awarded for their contributions to Carnival. This is an ongoing event, and so we were happy. It went very well, and I want to say special congratulations to all the awardees, and of course the executive and admin group of the St. Kitts Nevis National Carnival Committee, who actually pulled this together and pulled it off. And it was a really spectacular event. So the Calypso Tense has been going on, and we had a couple soca teasers. Last weekend, of course, we had the Soca Monarch prelims. Prior to that, we had a CD elimination where we selected 16 in the groovy category, which is back this year, and also 16 in the power category. They're gonna come up against the defending power monarch, that is Raskelly. Then last weekend, of course, we had the eliminations at Champions Bar.
Yeah.
Yes, and from all reports, everything went well. There was a glitch on the first night, and we've had a challenge with that the last 2 years, because there's where we held our function last year as well. Once there's ships in, it's not possible to start setting up as early as we would like to get an 8 o'clock start. So we started way too late, and for that I apologize to the fans. But the show went down.
Well, at least it's a weekend, so
yeah,
that
and the show went down very well. So let me just backtrack on for the Groovy, which was held on Saturday night. The finalists in the Groovy are Jazzbo and Tobap. Their song is Bottle of Rum. Raskelly in the Mass. Ketty Dan, Cats and Dogs. Deli Ranks Celebration. Lock Boss Party. Shanna, Part of Me. Daddy Tusek Rhythm Section. And Mr. Hype Boops in again. So that's the Groovy finalists. And of course, that show takes place on the 14th of December, 8 p.m. at Carnival Village. $30 for the tickets, and you can get those tickets right now at www.skncarnival.com. So that's the Groovy section, which we had on Saturday night at Champions. The finalists for the power segment now, we have Akayu Sweet and Tubap, Rick Tick, Katie Dan, Lock Bass, Jazzbo, Jervin V and 5-Star Pino, Climate and Tazzy G. And they'll be coming up against, as I said, the reigning power soca monarch, who is Ras Kelly.
And who happens to be in both categories this year. He's in the groovy side. Did he make it on? He made it on the groovy side.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
So
right.
he's
Okay.
in both.
Mhm.
He's in both categories this year. We have several of them. Lock Bass is in both
Lock
categories
Bass, yeah.
as well. Kitty Dan is in both categories as well. Tubap is there in both categories
at
as
the
well.
top.
In a in a collaborative mode. Actually, he's collaborating with Akayu Sweet on the power and with Jazzbo on the groovy. So that went down pretty well. During the day on Saturday as well, we had our junior Calypsonians, and they're getting ready to enter, of course, the Greenhouse Junior Calypso Monarch competition to be held on the 15th. That's Sunday, the 15th of December at the Marriott Plaza, right where it was last week. So, in the Greenhouse Band Junior Calypso Monarch competition, in the secondary category, which is ages 13 to 17, of course, Starboy Nicholas is the reigning monarch. He's 15 years old. Mighty J, 16 years old. Lady B, 17 years old. And just to go back to Mighty J, he is the reigning junior Calypso monarch for Culturama this past summer. Energetic I, 15. Lady Faith, she's 13. Mighty QJ, 14. Dequan, 15. And Legacy, she's 17 years old. And so that's for the secondary category of the Greenhouse Band Junior Calypso Monarch. In the primary category, which spans ages 9 to 12, we have our reigning monarch, Mighty Zen out of Nevis. Chase the Dream, he's 9 years old. Zen is 11. Let's see, Super Knowledge, 11 years old. Prince Kai, 10 years old. Adiaha, 9 years old. Sir Calypso, 11 years old, and he's the son of Royston Wigley, known as Mr. World.
Okay.
Prince DJ, he's 12 years old. So,
and you know, Adia, that's Enoita's daughter.
Enanga's daughter,
Yeah.
yes.
Mhm.
So this, we took them over to Nevis last Saturday because, of course, it's a national festival, so we wanted to include Nevis. And this year, we decided that we'll do their photo shoot and video shoot in Nevis. I want to say thanks to Abernathy and his committee, and also all the folks in Nevis who accommodated us, Lime Restaurant, for transportation and lunch, and everybody else who took part. We had a great time with the kids over there. They definitely enjoyed themselves, and we were happy to at
Very
least
nice. I actually didn't even know about that. So yeah, that's very nice, and it's nice to know that you guys you could say going the extra mile, literally and literally and figuratively, to kind of motivate them to continue doing the calypso.
Yes,
hopefully.
and we're liking the numbers that we've seen. Last year, we had, if I'm not mistaken, we had 19 last year. We're down to 15 this year, but that's because, of course, some of these guys have graduated.
Yeah, so they're
now
now going off to
18.
secondary, probably.
Correct.
Or seniors. Yeah.
Yes. Well, we would love to see them in the Senior Calypso Monarch show, similar to Invincible, who, if I'm not mistaken, is a 5 or 6 time Junior Calypso King, spanning between secondary and primary.
How old is he now? He's about 19, 20?
Well, yes.
Okay.
Yes, and as you know, he made the Calypso finals last year.
Last year.
Unfortunately, he didn't get to perform.
A pity, because he had a really good song.
Yes. So that's where we are right now. Coming up this weekend, and you'll hear the ad and we'll confirm the venue. Coming up this weekend on Friday the 29th, Saturday the 30th is the Carib Senior Monarch eliminations. I'm sorry, not semifinals yet.
Where's it going to be?
That's what I'm saying. The venues to be confirmed.
Oh, the venues to be confirmed.
Venue will be in Bastia.
Okay. Speaking of venues, you probably had it on your thing, but you just address it whenever you're ready. I've walked up Victoria Road and I've seen the changes made to Carnival Village. You could explain them at some point. Just explain what's going on, because I was looking at it, I was a little confused as to what was.
All of our events this year, barring the Junior Calypso competition, are going to take place at the original Carnival Village as you know it. So we've been, over the past month, we've been working to bring the village up to the standard that is necessary for us to invite patrons to come and enjoy the shows. What you're seeing, maybe, and most people are, there's a cutout in the wall in the back wall.
Yeah,
that was the wall between the Bastia Senior High School
and the area where the labs, the typing,
the home ec
and so on.
Correct. Yeah. So we've broken the wall there, opened the wall, I should say. In the back of that wall, in the back of the wall, we're gonna have our vending area, so you can sit around. Because we're gonna have tables and stuff.
Are you gonna have a screen back there? Let's suppose you're
we'll
really
have TVs
hungry,
back there.
and also you'll be able to see what's going on.
Correct.
Okay. Cool.
You'll be able to see what's going on.
And a stage as well, because that would seem to make sense.
The stage remains the same.
No, but would they have a small stage back there for? Maybe?
No.
Oh, okay.
Close.
Someone had said that. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, obviously they wouldn't be performing while that's going on, but
correct.
I meant
correct. And the shows that are going to be held in their competition,
okay,
not fets.
Okay.
So,
cool.
That's what we're doing. We're almost complete. We're redoing the bathrooms. We're redoing the roof. And of course, whenever you see Sugar Mass in St. Kitts, regardless to which stage we're on, it's always a good look. And I can promise the folks that it will be a good look for all of our events this year, including, as I said, starting on the 7th with one of our private events. That's the comedy show with Major Hype, put on by Delvin, the promoter. And then the following night, it's a bit tricky because there's cricket on that day as well, the 8th of December. So the 7th of December is the comedy show. And on the 8th, there's a cricket match, Bangladesh against West Indies. It's an ODI game, so it's a game that goes all day long. We cannot. The show was the swimwear pull out from the Miss St. Kitts Nevis Queen pageant. So this is not a swimwear competition as it used to be back in the day. What this is the swimwear segment has been pulled out of the Miss St. Kitts Nevis Queen pageant, and it will take place on the 8th. There will be 2 segments. Originally, we were scheduled to do it at 4:30 in the afternoon, so we wanted to do an afternoon show. But it will now start at 7 p.m. because of the fact that we cannot have another event in the stadium with the cricket.
With the cricket. Okay.
Correct. So on the 8th, and I want people to know that they can now go online and purchase their tickets. Tickets are available online. Physical tickets will be available later on this week, but you can definitely pick up your tickets online. Avoid the rush.
Website?
The website is skncarnival.com. So you can go to our regular website and you just click on tickets, and you'll be able to do your tickets as well. One of the other, while we're talking about, I now spoke about the Junior Calypso, but I also want to talk about the Junior Carnival Parade, because I'm sure people are saying, well, we really haven't heard a lot about that. This year, again, we're collaborating with the Ministry of Youth to produce the Junior Carnival Parade, which takes place on the 28th of December. We have 3 builders who are currently putting everything together. We have Melbourne, Junior Constance, everybody knows him as Melbourne, out of St. Vincent, Banker, and Kanisa out of St. Kitts.
Okay.
So they're the ones who are working on the Children's Carnival. We're catering for $350. The costumes are free. We're going to have prototypes and videos showcasing the costumes later on this week. And so, people can start registering. The registration takes place, of course, at the Ministry of Youth. It's in the Cable Building right there on Keon Street across from us. If you have any inquiries, you can also check with us at the Carnival office as well in the E.C. Daniel building. So that's the Junior Parade, and as I say, we're giving it to the children this year.
So, folks, if you're just joining us, it's 9:18. Sugar Fix, the first edition, Director of Carnival Monarch with me for the half hour. We're going to be here till 9:30. And lots of stuff to talk about as we build towards the opening of Sugar Mass. I guess he'll argue it's kind of open already.
Well, actually, the opening of Sugar Mass this year, which is normally the process with the Creative Economy Department, takes place on the 13th of December. Unlike the last couple of years, where it was in the stadium last year, in Carnival Village the year before, it's going to be a downtown event.
Okay.
It's going to be a downtown event. If I'm not mistaken, there's a parade, and prior to the opening of Carnival, and it will also incorporate Midnight Escape as we know it, which was held the last 2 years on the Bay Road in front of Social Security Rams area. So yes. That's the opening of Carnival, and it's going to be an overdose of sugar.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Overdose is the theme, and I'm just adding the piece about sugar because that's who we are here in St. Kitts.
Yeah, all these punny things, sugar rush, sugar fix, sugar overdose. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So that takes place on the 13th of December. Saturday the 14th is the Soca Monarch Finals, and that is the Digicel Soca Monarch Finals. So we're very happy to have Digicel back on board.
And I must thank you, because you remember last year I told you, I was like, remember I told you, I said, Monarch, I mean, I feel like if we don't support the groovy soca, it's gonna die. And then we just have all these 160 plus songs, these power songs, and so.
But you've been playing them, so you can tell me what you think
about the power songs.
Power and groovy.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, I definitely.
Some of it not so much, but there's a lot of good stuff.
I think there's a lot of good stuff. We had, I think we had over 42 registrants, I think. Not sure that everybody took part in the city eliminations, but we brought it down to 32 songs, not necessarily 32 artists, because some were in both segments, power and groovy. So we had 24 actual performances on both nights last weekend at the semifinal. I mean, the eliminations at Champions Bar. So again, I want to say special thanks to Digicel for coming on board again.
Absolutely.
With the Soca Monarch 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, 2022, they were the title sponsor. Yeah. The Junior Calypso Monarch, as I said, that's the Greenhouse Band Junior Calypso. So Greenhouse Band is again this year sponsoring, and they're the title sponsor for the Junior Calypso Monarch on the 15th of December at the Marriott Plaza. And then on the 17th of December, it's the Miss Teen St. Kitts Nevis pageant, the Republic Bank Miss Teen St. Kitts Nevis pageant. So again, we want to say special thanks to Republic Bank for sticking with us for the past 3 years. in this pageant. They love it, and so yeah.
Well, two questions to you.
Uh-huh.
The first one, you seem to be doing pretty good as far as sponsorship this year. Would you say that? I mean, it seems like you at least people are showing up. They might not. I'm assuming maybe they may not come up with as much as you may like initially, but I'm sure it's probably like a growth. It's like a growth thing for them, and they there's probably going to be more in it. But from what I see, it looks like you guys are doing.
We don't take our sponsors for granted because we definitely won't be able to survive. Sugar Mass won't be able to survive without our sponsors, and including, of course, the government of St. Kitts and Nevis, who is the biggest sponsor, you can put it that way. So, yes, we think that, we're doing good this year when it comes to sponsors, but there's still, folks out there who we're encouraging. It's not too late to sign up for, whatever type of sponsorship that you want this year.
I certainly was glad, to be honest, when I saw that Digicel was sponsoring Soca Monarch, I was like, okay, good. So at least, and we got both categories covered. The other question is, last year, and I was having a discussion about, I think we were having a discussion here on, might have been Friday, the three of us, about the influencers that have been coming, that came for Carnival last year, and by all accounts, the kind of explosion of exposure and buzz that St. Kitts Carnival is getting, because a lot of people are now realizing, oh, St. Kitts has a carnival. St. Kitts has a carnival in December. Is that gonna be a thing again this year?
Absolutely. Last year we got very good coverage from Bajan Tube and Trini Jungle Juice. They'll be back this year, and they'll be here for the extent from Juve to Last Lap. So we're definitely gonna have those here. And then we have other influencers as well. One of the things that we did this year was there's a lot of interest in our Juve troops and our Grand Parade troops as well. If I'm not mistaken, one of the Grand Parade troops, it's almost 70% of their registration are people who does not live in St. Kitts or Nevis.
Wow.
So people are coming in. And
some of them might be visitors as opposed to locals.
Well, we do have a lot of people who come to play mass. I don't think people recognize that as yet, because I mean, you may see somebody from Antigua, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, the Virgin Islands, the USA, and they look like us. So we don't necessarily think that there's somebody who came in specifically to play mass. And as you know, Lux has a home base, or a base, I should say, in the U.S. as well, a very strong base in the U.S. So, but we do have a lot of folks coming in, as I said, and that's as a result of the influencers. So, I was about to say though that we did encourage the mass bands, because there are influencers who would come in, and yes, they will do the carnival stuff, but they're looking in a overall picture at the island of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some influencers who are specific to carnival. They're going to be on Juve trucks, they're going to be in the parade. So we gave the mass bands an opportunity this year to select influencer of their choice to come in to cover them, of course, and other aspects of the carnival while they're here in St. Kitts. So we've had responses from a few of them. wish that we could get some sponsors to assist us with accommodating these guys, because we're gonna have to fly them in, we're gonna have to accommodate them, transport them, feed them.
Tell me two of the most significant pieces of feedback you got last year. You guys got last year after
the influencers
yes,
in here?
yeah.
That our Juve is the best in the world.
I've heard that. I heard someone say that actually.
I actually had two friends.
I heard Shannon say something like that too, about something about the intimacy of sort of
yeah. I
how
mean, some people
is, and
I know last year we had some. Last year we actually did have, some collision, jam ups, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, people seem to like that.
Well, some of the bands and the troops don't, because they want to keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
But last year, as you may realize, for the road march competition, the road march competitors had to perform at all 3 judging points. One of the judging points was right outside here at the Pelican Mall. And so it caused a jam session because of the fact that you had troops coming down West Independence Square, and you also had troops coming down the Bay Road. So once anybody stops to do their performance, then it stops West Independence Square from flowing, and also the Bay Road from flowing as well. So we've cleaned that up this year. The road match will be judged simply on plays.
Oh, so you're going back to just plays.
You pass the judging point.
Okay.
You play a song, you get a tick for that particular song. The performance aspect.
If you play 2 songs, it's 2 ticks. Or you could just say. So what happens if somebody comes up to the judging point?
Well, the first song.
The first song
at the judging point, that's the one that gets the credit.
Okay.
And the performance aspect of it is still there, but it's almost a different competition. It's an opportunity to give these guys some extra money. Where we're gonna get it from, I don't know. But so there will be a performance aspect in the circus. The one performance, and the winner of that performance will get a cash prize of $8,000.
So sort of the best of both worlds.
Correct. So if you win the road match,
so you can have the best performance, but still maybe didn't
win the road match. Yes.
Oh, okay, I like that.
And if you do win both, then you're walking away with $33,000. $25,000 for the road match, $8,000 for the best performance.
I don't think anyone could argue with that. But I'm sure there'll be some people who fight.
Yes, there'll be quite a few. There has been quite a few. But that's fine. I mean, Carnival is all about bacchanal. So everybody's not going to be satisfied with everything. And so we expect, criticism. What we don't expect is, people wanting to make more out of, different situations. We expect criticism because we're not perfect. We listen to the general public, and that's the reason why the road march, is the way that the judging of the road march, I should say, it's the way it is this year.
I'm really geeked up about it's night today. I'm really geeked up about this. I gotta ask you, what do you think about how Juve makes the visitors say that it's the best Juve ever? Somebody like you, just steeped in carnival and so.
I listen. I think it's the energy that we bring. We're one of the only Juves still. I know Antigua and Dominica, similar, that has live bands on the road.
Yeah.
Most of these other places
DJs.
you go to, there's no live bands anymore. It's just DJs playing road mixes and different things like that. So the energy, as I had 2 friends here from, well, one is from Tobago, lives in Barbados. The other one is Bajan. A musician, quite an accomplished musician. He works with, he was here actually with Vaughn, and he does works with voice and stuff like that. And, these guys played Juve. I think they played with Chatterbox. And I'm telling you, they were like, I've never had a Juve like this. These are folks who come live in Barbados, and they've seen Crapova, they've seen Carnival in Trinidad, Carnival in different places. I think it's the energy that comes out from our bands. And now as well, we have a lot of, I don't even want to call them foreign DJs, a lot of DJs from around the globe that comes into to St. Kitts as well. And there's a question about, okay, so do they play enough local music or homegrown music? Because there's some people are of the opinion that during St. Kitts Nevis Carnival, all I want to hear is St. Kitts Nevis music.
Mm-hmm.
But then I look at it in a different way. I think that the majority of the music that is played during our carnival should be homegrown music, the new music that comes out. But aren't some of our artists pushing to have their music in other carnivals, in other islands and stuff like that? So I think it's a little bit hypocritical.
Yeah, and
in
also,
a way.
and I don't know if you're going to agree with me with this, but also there's going to be the handful of foreign songs that somehow just kind of hit the spot. If you just drop them in for like a minute and a half or two, and no one is going to be upset. So there's that as well.
Correct.
You know?
No, as I said, I totally understand.
I mean, you drop in family. Let's say family, for example. You might have had the DJ up there talking about, everybody, all the people from the Caribbean, from different islands, put up your hand, and then they drop in family for like a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Nothing wrong with that. I don't think.
I think the majority of the music should be homegrown music, the music for this year, but the Carnival Committee don't pay these DJs. The Juve troops.
But do you guys make sure?
Troops.
Do you guys make sure that the foreign DJs get the local music?
Well, that's not on the Carnival Committee.
Okay.
I mean, we've shared all 40 something songs, folders on SoundCloud, and this year, one of the things that I must give our bands and soca artists. Not sure so much about the Calypsonians yet, but most of these guys have their music up on all platforms, so folks can go out there and purchase the music. I just saw a post from Small Axe, and their music is available on all platforms. So I think that's just like how we venture into other islands' music. I think that the DJs who we're bringing here should be instructed and also ensure that they have, the songs that are taken off.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's 9:34. Director of Carnival. I'm always chuffed when he's here. So
I don't know why, but
we go way back. So I'll give you the last word. And
well, I just want to say again to our folks that our upcoming event is the semi-final, the Calypso Elimination. I don't know why I keep saying semi-final. Semi-finals is on the 12th of December in Carnival Village. So the Carib Calypso Monarch takes off with the first step in its competition this weekend. And by later on today, we'll know the venue. The venue might be a Sugar Apple. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
I think that's where
I know. You guys been fiending to do something up there, and they didn't really start off.
Yes, we actually went last year, and I guess there was.
Oh, there was something last year.
No.
You went, but it didn't really happen.
Looking to see what we could do with it. But I want folks to come out this weekend to support the Calypsonians. The tents have been going very well. And Thursday night, the Legends Calypso tent will have their last one before the eliminations at the Meltaway.
Oh, Meltaway, yeah.
Yes.
Walwyn Street, Walwyn Avenue.
Meltaway at Walwyn Street. So go on out and support the Legends. And then on Friday and Saturday, we'll be with the Calypso eliminations. That's the Carib Calypso Monarch eliminations.
Quick thing about Carnival Village. I'm assuming people will be allowed to park I guess they're gonna be using Basset High School for
Yes.
parking and so, right?
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
yes. I mean,
Yeah,
you can't be really
makes
beat
sense.
that.
Yeah.
That we'll have the place all nicely trimmed, and you'll be able to park. We'll have parking attendants directing you.
Would you
as
be able
well.
to enter from the BHS end?
From the
BHS end, would there be a gate there? Because it's kind of makes sense to have a gate there as well.
That I can't say.
You don't. Okay.
I can't say.
Somebody
at
had
this
said
point.
that, but okay.
It's possible that will happen.
Mhm.
I don't know. Maybe for VIP.
Yeah.
Customers, VIP patrons. So, but all that will be
Will be
revealed
finalized,
in time to come by the 7th of December when Delvin puts on his comedy show, and the 8th when we have our swimwear pullout. Then yes,
Okay.
we'll let you know. You'll have all the information before that.
Okay. Sounds
And
good.
well be here every Tuesday
Every
morning.
Tuesday from 9
Not
to
necessarily
9:30.
me, because this is just
Yeah,
my first
just like
one.
last year.
I'm
Yeah.
done. So no, we want to give the opportunity to some of our private event promoters as well. We have over 25 private events
Wow.
listed. And so we want to give them the opportunity. This is one way of giving back to them, where they can come on the Sugar Fix show and promote their events. In addition to that, of course, some of the artists that's taking part in our competitions as well, will give them the opportunity to talk to the general public, not only here but abroad, and inviting people to come home for Sugar Mass 53, because this is the only place to be.
Absolutely. That's the director of Carnival, Clement Monarch Ogaro, and it's all about Sugar Mass 53. Don't forget, we're going to be doing this every Tuesday from 9 to 9:30.
Happy birthday to Carnival, birthday to Carnival, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Sugar Mass, birthday to Sugar Mass, happy birthday to you. We having a birthday party, Carnival birthday party. We having a birthday party, Carnival birthday party. Happy birthday, Sugar Mass. All my Zodiac massive, when you hear your name called, represent your sign.
WINN is 98.9. 98.9 is Win FM.
Fruta full of vitamin thing. Real fruit juice, not full of vitamin. Pop open the goodness, just dive in. Fruta every night, fruta every morning.
It's the amazing taste and quality in fruit juice you've come to know and love. Anytime, anywhere, any occasion. Fruta is your tastier, better, healthier choice.
We got the vibes, fruta. Real nice, fruta.
And for the families, remember to pick up the 1 liter.
Magnum, my brand. Everybody put your Magnum in the air now. From you a drink Magnum, make me see. Take charge of things now your place now. From the river to the beach to the street. Hot Magnum when me have in a me hand there. Here a sipper, she tell me sweet. Look for me watch for your quick time check. Yeah. Right now a Magnum a for your beat. Enjoy yourself every day of the week with a Magnum. My life I forget sweeter. Must be 18 years and older to drink responsibly.
Everything you want, everything you need, got the taste you love, anywhere that you may be, is the Caribbean flavor. Shirley biscuits make me happy.
Shirley got it all about the flavor. Shirley never let me down. When I lime it at the beach on the town, Shirley biscuits always feel like home.
Everything you want, everything you need, got the taste you love, anywhere that you may be, is the Caribbean flavor. Shirley biscuits make me happy.
Shirley, the Caribbean's favorite biscuit.
Can you please run up on me? Can you please run up on me?
Party, we a party, and every girl want come get party. Take 2 shots, start whining. Take out your phone and we take a selfie. Party, we a party, and every girl want come get party. Take 2 shots, start whining. Take out your phone and we take a selfie.
love how she thick and she talking it. Love how she thick and she talking it now. Me love how the girls them a wine, say me love how the girls them a twerk right now. Put in a the air, come cock it up, girl. Pull up the cup with a little bit of hoe. Step on the stage and me mash up the crowd. Yeah. We come out and we ready for the party. Every girl in a the dance and get naughty. Black and cokes, every drinking Malibu, got the girls going and crazy. Body so nice and look so amazing. Move on the girl start whining, yeah. Party, we a party, and every girl want come get dirty. Take 2 shots, start whining. Take out your phone and we take a selfie. Party, we a party, and every girl want come get dirty. Take 2 shots, start whining. Take out your phone and we take a selfie. Party just start and we jump. 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, 4. Bam and pour me a little more. Look how the girl am a wine today. We ready for night till the morning. No jam and no cussing, no fighting. Girl a ballala, we just united. So we vibing. We come out and we ready for the party. Every girl in a the dance I get naughty. Black and cokes, every drinking Malibu, got the girls going and crazy. Body so nice and look so amazing. Move on the girl start whining, yeah. Party, we a party, and every girl want come get dirty. Take 2 shots, start whining. Take out your phone and we take a selfie. Party, we a party, and every girl want come get dirty. Take 2 shots, start whining. Take out your phone and we take a selfie. Party, 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 come let me party, party, party. Look how we got all the girls them irate. In the party, in the party. Party, party, party. Come let me party, party, party. Look how we got all the girls them irate. In the party, in the party. Party, party, we a party, and every girl want come get dirty. Take 2 shots, start whining. Take out your phone and we take a selfie. Party, we a party, and every girl want come get dirty. Take 2 shots, start whining. Take out your phone and we take a selfie. Party, party, party. Come let me party, party, party. Look how we got all the girls them irate. In the party, in the party. Party, party, party. Come let me party, party, party. Look how we got all the girls them irate. In the party, in the party.
Their performance was magnificent. Anywhere I go, I hear I mash up the tent. I was so proud to hear them lovely compliment. Now to continue is my commitment. When I perform 10 full to capacity, cause I'm bad, just like that. People come from all over to support me, cause I'm bad, just like that. I'm not Star Shield and Papa being Elimat. God watch your back bad, just like that. Watch your back bad, 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 bad. Just like that. Watch your back bad, 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 bad. Just like that. You name in my song in order for me to get some recognition. This blessed art form is judged by criteria, not by no big name and no cultural minister. When I perform 10 full to capacity, cause I'm bad, just like that. People come from Queen City to support me, cause I'm bad, just like that. I'm not Sacco and Papa beat Astro, but watch your back bad, just like that. Watch your back bad, 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 just like that. Watch your back bad, 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 just like that. time to do some reflection. To analyze last year where I went wrong. Fans and critics say my second song was too flat. I tell them what the backstage butterfly was the cause of that. When I perform 10 full to capacity, cause I bad, just like that. People come from Sabre just to support me, cause I bad, just like that. I'm not fantash and Papa be this and that, but watch your back bad, just like that. Watch your back bad, 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 just like that. Watch your back bad, 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 just like that. Some people who are missing from the government. Check big like South Up, that's the segment. It's been a long, long time, they in this business. Remember, I just start, I'm not taking that risk. When I perform 10 full to capacity, cause I bad, just like that. People come from Miami to support me, cause I bad, just like that. I'm not big lights and far from being convinced, but watch your back bad, just like that. Watch your back bad, 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 just like that. Watch your back bad.
Wow. Sugar Man. Yo, steady music, you know it's always a vibes. Wow. Every time we link up, 53 years of buzz. Handle the ranks. Come on. It's always a celebration every time we link it up. When me and my crew touch down, it's vibes non-stop. Bartender full up the cup with Stalin up. For the carnival is back and all. Me and my friend them come and we jumping up in the band. With the ranks and we waving it. Sit with the flags and we waving it. For Sugar Mass, yes, we celebrating 53 years of mass. Everybody come and jump in the band. There's only one place to be in Sugar Mass. There's only one place to jam in Sugar Mass. There's only one place to bet in Sugar Mass. There's only one place to bounce in Sugar Mass. So come and just jump up in the mass. Wind up in the mass. Go on bad in the mass. For Sugar Mass, the Sugar Mass. Jump up in the mass. Wind up in the mass. Go on bad in the mass. For Sugar Mass, the Sugar Mass. When the clowns and mass man coming down in Greenland. All the fetters getting on like wild Indians. But we know in Sugar Mass it's the time to free up. Enjoy yourself. Everybody just raise up your hand and wave, wave, wave up in the band. With the ranks and we waving it. Sit with the flags and we waving it. For Sugar Mass, yes, we celebrating 53 years of mass. Everybody come and jump in the band. There's only one place to be in Sugar Mass. There's only one place to jam in Sugar.
Hey, that's one of the groovy soca finalists. That's Jelly Ranks of Small Axe. Celebrate. Oh, make it celebration. It's 10 minutes until 10 o'clock. We're just here rapping with the director of Carnival, the Sugar Mass purveyor, the purveyor of sugar in the Carnival. I'm looking at some comments here. Someone says, I've never heard St. Kitts music at a crop over event. Well, we have to fix that, don't we? I'm saying special good morning to Carol. I'm pretty sure that's Miss Henry's Carol Henry. How you doing, Carol? And then Gwyneth Salmon says, like the idea that the shows are back in Carnival Village. That's where they should be. So yeah, some comments there concerning our first episode of the Sugar Fix. We're gonna be doing this every. Don't forget, we're gonna be doing this every Tuesday from 9 until 9:30, and we're also gonna be repeating this at some point during the week. I think might be Thursday morning during Island tea. All right. Yeah. So we're gonna be doing that. So if you guys want to call me and we rap about whatever it is you want to talk about. Maybe you want to weigh in on Carnival. So I was asking the director about the new arrangements with Carnival Village, what they've done. In case you didn't hear, they actually brought down the walls. The northern wall between Carnival Village and the Bastille High School. That's that area where on the southern perimeter of the Bastille High School, where the home ec lab, the home ec needlework, I think it was, home ec needlework, and I know when I was there, it was a typing lab. I don't know what they were using it for now. But I guess that might have been the computer lab or something. So that whole wall, that whole kind of notched area on the southwestern part of the Bastille High School campus, that wall has been taken down and it's been added to Carnival Village, and that area at the back there is going to be where the vendors are. So that's where you'll go and get something to eat. You'll be able to sit down and eat and still not miss what's going on up front. So that sounds pretty cool. Someone had erroneously told me that they were going to be adding a stage, which wouldn't really make sense if you're having shows in there. But yeah, people just say stuff. But yeah, they're going to be screens, so you can sit down and eat and watch. You might be really, really hungry and decide, you know what, I'm just going to have to watch this particular performance back here because I'm hungry. So you'll be able to do that. Okay, so that sounds pretty good. Here's another finalist. It's Tazzy G and Climate, Not Going Home, on the power side of things. And coming in on top of the pile in both segments, both groovy and power, Tubop is the common factor. On the power side, with Akayu Sweet and Wicked, that track you heard at the top of the segment, the top of the Sugar Fix segment. And then at the top of the pile on the groovy segment, Tubop and Jazzbo this time. Bottle of rum. Saying good morning to Burl. Burl says, good morning. Would you be able to play that Grandmaster song? Just a reminder. Thanks. Okay, I'll try and squeeze that in for you, Burl.
a party. I need a bottle of hope. I need a bottle of hope. That is all I need. Let's have a party. I need a bottle of hope. I need a bottle of hope. That is all I need. Let's have a party. Start to drink up now, drink up. Start to drink up now, drink up. Start to drink up now, drink up. Let's have a party. Start to drink up now, drink up. Start to drink up now, drink up. Start to drink up now, drink up. Let's have a party. Party party done. Now we go.
Yeah, so let's man, I'm telling you, Tuba. And this is a track. This is a track we're gonna wind things up for Burl.
Let me be the one to feel your fantasy. Swallow me.
And Burl is urging us to all enjoy Carnival. Here's Grandmasters featuring Ruckus.
Okay, sweetie. Open wide and say ah.
Open your home, let me come in. 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 I want come in, you want girl. 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 I want come in. Nice one, girl, swalla la la. 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 Just swallow me. Open your home and invite me in. Follow me. Let me be the one to feel your fantasy. Swallow me. Open your home and invite me in. Follow me. Let me be the one to feel your fantasy. David, you know how to walk it. Push. Just push. Sucker, you know how to walk it. Push. Just push. I want come in and you want girl. 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 I want come in. Nice one, girl, swalla la la. 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 I want come in and you want girl. I want come in and you want girl. I want come in.
Doing that for especially for our friend up there in the Carolinas, Burl. We actually had Burl in studio back in I think a few months ago. I think he came down for Culturama. Yeah, Burl, you came on for Culturama, didn't you? Yeah, I mean he came to visit us and so on. And Alan T is going to be back tomorrow, Wednesday. Don't forget we're here 8 to 10. And of course, we broadcast this on TV Caribbean. That's Channel 40 on the cable's TV system. And we're going to be back tomorrow morning. We're going to have my girl Kortensia and Jay Black going to be back as well. So I hope you guys have a great day. Stay tuned to Win FM. Here we go.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9 Win FM.
Baby, just swallow me.
I ain't got no hurricane